my college degree is in science, like Mr. Science. I have a degree in science.
Okay, mi graduación de colegio es sobre ciencia, así que yo soy un científico y hablaré sobre ciencia.
And I first would just like to tell you about a science fair project that our younger daughter did in 2002.
Primero les voy a hablar sobre una feria de ciencia que nuestra hija organizó.
She and two friends grew genetically engineered BT corn in buckets and non-BT corn, normal corn in buckets.
Ella sembró en unas cubetas maíz modificado y en otra maíz no modificado.
And before the corn pollinated, they pulled up the plants, dried them, and ground up the material and mixed it with bedding for earthworms.
Antes de que las semillas antes de que las plantas dieran fruto, ellos arrancaron las plantas y las molieron y las pusieron en tierra con gusanos.
And the worms that were in the chambers with the GMO corn consistently got sores, got sick, and died.
Y los gusanos que consumieron que estaban en la tierra con el maíz modificado, tenían enfermedades.
And the ones with the normal corn were just fat and sassy like healthy earthworms.
Y los otros con el maíz normal, que no era modificado, estaban muy felices y gordos y bien alimentados.
And they won second prize at the International Science Fair.
Here is the reason why citizens have to protect ourselves and protect our food supply. In 1992 Statement of Food Policy, the FDA said, ultimately, it is the food producer who's responsible for assuring safety.
You don't need to be a science major to know what's in your food. So the opposition sometimes will try to trip us up. I don't know if, did you guys see that Jimmy Kimmel where they went on the street and he said, do you want DNA labeled in your food? Trying to make us look stupid, right? And people were like, yeah, we want to know if DNA is in our food.
No necesitamos ser científicos para saber qué son los GMOs. Hay una anécdota sobre Jimmy Kimmel que le preguntó a la gente sobre si querían saber qué ADN hay en sus alimentos y la gente decía que sí, quería saber, haciéndonos ver como gente estúpida, pero no lo somos.
So don't fall for it. Don't let them make you feel stupid. Don't let them make you feel like you don't have a voice because you don't have an advanced degree in science. You're a mom, you're a dad, you're a friend, you're an eater, and you deserve to know what's in your food.
Widespread avian influenza epidemic happening throughout the United States right now. This is an area that needs to be looked at by science. What is the role of GMOs in the ration, poisoning the birds, or making the pathogens more virulent, or lowering the immune system of the poultry?
First of all, I want to ask the spirits of the native spirits that are part of this land here for permission to talk to you. If you all don't know, you're in Dakota land here right now. And so one thing I want to talk to you all about is how the work that you're doing on Monsanto is actually integrated and has to be connected with all kinds of movements and all kinds of work and activism around social, economic, and racial justice. GMOs and companies like Monsanto have a long history, right? The GMO biotech work that they do is only the most recent sort of offensive policies and programs that they have. Many of you may not know, but Monsanto is actually a co-producer of Agent Orange. Agent Orange was a very devastating chemical that was used in warfare.
And glyphosate is not just an herbicide, it's also a broad-spectrum antibiotic.
Y glifoseno no únicamente es un pesticida, sino que también un
antibiotic.
Un antibiótico.
And when poultry, chickens and turkeys, eat corn and soybeans with glyphosate or Roundup, it kills the beneficial organisms in their digestive systems, but the pathogens like Salmonella and E. coli are resistant to the glyphosate.
Roundup is being reviewed by the EPA once every 15 years. They do a thorough review. This is the year that they're doing it. Same thing, the European Union. German state ministers are pressing the government of Germany to ban glyphosate.
And new research from New Zealand shows that both glyphosate and 2,4-D trigger the development of antibiotic resistance in harmful bacteria.
Where do we find GMOs? What foods? What crops? GMOs can be found predominantly and prevalently in field corn, sweet corn, soybeans, canola, cotton, rice, sugar beets, among others.
At that time, the food movement was so closely connected with migrant labor, social and economic justice movements.
En esa época la lucha era muy conectada con los inmigrantes, agricultores y todo muy conectado.
So as we organize today against GMOs, we cannot forget the people that are picking our food that do not have rights.
Así que no, como hoy estamos protestando en contra de los alimentos genéticamente modificados, no debemos olvidar a la gente que pisca, que levanta las cosechas, los productos.
The people that process our food without living wages and good benefits.
La gente que procesa los alimentos sin ningún beneficio.
The native people whose lands have been appropriated to do the agricultural farming and the GMO work that is now dominant.
Las propiedades de la gente nativa que ha sido arrebatada para poder sembrar productos GMO.
Our international brothers and sisters, indigenous people, small farmers who are being kicked off their land and who are protesting through massive suicides.
La gente, nuestros hermanos indígenas, nativos en diferentes partes del mundo que están protestando en contra de que les quitan sus tierras.
So when we organize for against Monsanto, against corporatism in America, we're organizing with brothers and sisters in all kinds of movements.
So based on the little bit of science that I've mentioned, we need to know what's in our food.
Y basándome a lo que científicamente hemos hablado, tenemos el derecho a saber qué hay en nuestra comida.
64 countries around the world, including major trading partners, Japan, China, Russia, all of Europe, all require GMO labeling.
64 países, incluyendo socios económicos con nosotros, como Rusia, diferentes países requieren que se etiquete a la comida.
As I'm sure you've heard, here in the U.S., a bill's been introduced in Congress that would prohibit states from enacting GMO labeling laws.
Aquí en Estados Unidos, como hemos escuchado, en el Congreso hay una ley que se quiere pasar para que se evite que se etiqueten la comida genéticamente modificada.
This bill by Representative Mike Pompeo is called the Safe and Affordable Food Act, but much more accurately, the Deny Americans the Right to Know Act. GMO, let us know. GMO, let us know. GMO, let us know. GMO, let us know. Thank you very much.